Hello students, now we are going to discuss about structure of atmosphere. Atmosphere is the blanket of air that surrounds air. Earth system, atmosphere, geosphere, biosphere and hydrosphere. Layer of the atmosphere. Layer of atmosphere classified into 4 types. First one, troposphere, bottom layer of the atmosphere. Height of this layer 11 km. Temperature decreases with altitude in this layer. This layer will be occurs where weather conditions happen. So this layer with vertical air current, that is turbulent motion, zigzag wave. It contains 75% of the air, mostly nitrogen and oxygen. These two components having more volume percentage. So this is considered in a troposphere layer. This is the temperature graph. So you see this graph. This graph plot between temperature versus height. Temperature in terms of degree Celsius, height in terms of kilometer. So this is the first layer, troposphere. So between stratosphere and troposphere, this is called tropopause. This is very important 2 mark question. Define tropopause between stratosphere and troposphere. This is called tropopause. So in troposphere, so you see this graph, the temperature decreases with altitude. Second one, stratosphere. This is the second layer of the atmosphere. Height of this layer about 50 km, upper level. So this is the horizontal air current. So in this layer the temperature increases with altitude. So this layer contains the ozone or ozone layer in the upper region. So this layer will be occurs where most jet plane travel through. This contains about 24% of the air. So this is the temperature graph. So refer this graph. So between stratosphere and mesosphere, this is called stratopause. So for this layer, the temperature increases with altitude. Next one is the mesosphere. This is third layer of the atmosphere. Height of this layer up to about 80 km. This layer temperature decreases with altitude. This is very cool layer. So this layer occurs where most meteors burn up. This temperature graph, the temperature decreases with altitude in mesosphere. Next one is the thermosphere. This is called ionosphere. This is fourth layer of the atmosphere. So the height of this layer about 1000 km. This is hottest layer due to some ions, hydrogen ions and helium ions. This is directly absorb the sun radiation. In this layer temperature increases with altitude. This layer will be occurs where radio waves are reflected. This is the temperature graph. The graph between temperature and height. So see the thermosphere layer. This is the last layer. This is very hot layer. The temperature increases with altitude. So this is the conclusion of structure of the atmosphere or importance of the atmosphere. Provide the necessary gases for living things to survive. Regulate the heat from the sun to just the right temperature for life on Earth. This plays an important role in a water cycle. Ozone layer protects the Earth from the sun harmful ultraviolet rays. Protect the Earth from small meteors. Thanks for your attention.
Let us see the sample animation video for this topic.
drop a like and do share. Leave your comments and do not forget to subscribe for more videos.
Hello everyone watching this video and welcome to Edupedia World. I am your tutor for today, Mansi Garg, and we will be studying geography. And the topic for today will be composition and structure of the atmosphere. So let us start with it. The Earth with its spherical shape is divided into three domains: lithosphere, atmosphere and hydrosphere. These three domains together make up the biosphere. Like matter, these three domains exist in three different states. They occupy space and possess inertia. The lithosphere exists in solid state and the atmosphere in gaseous state, and the hydrosphere in liquid state. Each has a purpose in supporting life on Earth. In gaseous state, the atmosphere is characterized by momentum and pressure. It regulates the heat around us. Let us now discuss the blanket of air that covers the Earth, which is the atmosphere. The blanket of air surrounding the Earth is known as the atmosphere. It exists in several layers around the Earth. These layers become thinner at higher altitudes. Therefore, one finds it difficult to breathe as one goes up. This is because less air is pressing down from above. Half of the total mass of air is found below 5 km, touching the surface of the Earth. It is held close to the Earth by gravity. The atmosphere protects the Earth from harmful ultraviolet and infrared rays of the sun. It has oxygen and nitrogen, the life-sustaining gases. It helps in retaining the necessary warmth on the Earth and helps in the circulation of water vapor, which is the source of rainfall. Coming on to what constitutes this atmosphere, let's now discuss its composition. The atmosphere is a mixture of many gases and tiny solid particles. A clean, dry sample of air is made up of approximately 78% nitrogen and 21% oxygen. Oxygen gas helps in burning and breathing. Without breathing oxygen, most living things cannot survive. Nitrogen is a colorless inert gas and has no taste or smell. It dilutes the oxygen and slows down the process of oxidation. It is essential for all living things, but they cannot use it directly from the atmosphere. Plants obtain it from the soil and animals obtain nitrogen by eating plants or other animals. These gases are responsible for life on Earth. However, they are insignificant with respect to the weather phenomena. The remaining 1% of air is made up of a number of gases, which include carbon dioxide, water vapor, helium, hydrogen, argon, etc. One of the main gases in this remaining 1% is the carbon dioxide gas, which is needed by plants for their survival. Water vapor is responsible for all forms of precipitation and hence the circulation of fresh water. Water vapor is added to the atmosphere by evaporation from oceans and lakes and rivers, transpiration from vegetation and respiration of animals. Some parts like pollen from plants, dust from dust storms, ash from meteorites and volcanic eruptions, smoke from fire and salt particles from seas are also present in the lower layer of the atmosphere. These particles act as a nuclei for water vapor to form raindrops around them. They also scatter the sun's radiation during sunrise and sunset. The amount of dust varies from place to place. Now we've learned about what constitutes the atmosphere. Let us see what are the functions of the atmosphere. In physics, we must have studied that air also has weight and exerts pressure. Being pressed down, it always remains in contact with land and water. and due to their physical contact, exchange of gases between air, land and water takes place on a continuous basis. On land, soil absorbs oxygen and nitrogen due to this contact. Water vapors in air rise from oceans on account of evaporation. Carbon dioxide in air helps in absorption of heat and keeps the earth warm at night. But excess carbon dioxide accumulation in the atmosphere, which is happening nowadays, can be harmful. You all must be knowing the concept of global warming, which will be discussed afterwards. So let us return back to the functions of atmosphere. Because of the atmosphere's composition, it is the most dynamic entity. Large masses of air are being moved up and down and across the surface of the earth. The energy of the sun is responsible for keeping the atmosphere in such a dynamic state. After this, let us move on to the basic structure of the atmosphere. In the atmosphere, there are concentric layers of air, one over the other. Each layer has a different density. The upper layers press down the lower ones, as I have also told you earlier. So, the air of the lower layer is always heavier or denser, while the upper layers are thinner or less dense. In this way, about 90% of the mass of air lies within a height of about 20 kilometers from the surface of the earth. On the basis of the characteristics of the temperature and air pressure, there exist 4 thermal layers of the atmosphere. They are troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere and thermosphere. You must be wondering about the exosphere on your screens. Well, the thermosphere is divided into ionosphere and exosphere. So in this video, it was all about the introduction on atmosphere. We will discuss about the structure of atmosphere, global warming, ozone layer further in detail in the next videos. So that was all from my side for today. Thank you and have a nice day.